Johnny has hopped over to Frankfurt, where he's managed to get one of the hottest tickets in town to check out some of the cars UK buyers will be tempted with in 2020.
Hello and welcome to the largest motor show in the world. This is the place that car manufacturers unveil their newest models, and this year is no exception. Over 50 car manufacturers fill the 12 halls and over 200,000 square metres of space here, which is a far cry from the first show in 1897, where there were a ground total of 8 cars on display. The overriding theme at this year's show is electric vehicles, or EVs, like this one, the fully electric Honda E. It's a little 5-door with proper Japanese features like fabric interior, frameless doors, and no wing mirrors. Apparently Honda says this increases the range of the car by some 3.8% because it reduces a lot of drag. The E will only manage 125 miles between recharges, but Honda sees this as a city car, so that's probably enough. And you can open and start it using an app. That's it. There's so many screens in this car. Oh look, it's an aquarium. The E is the beginning of a plan by Honda in Europe to have 100% of its range to be electric or hybrid by 2025. And the Honda E's price, around 27 grand. Next stop, an EV at the other end of the spectrum, the £115,000 Porsche Taycan, Porsche's highly anticipated first electric model. It's available at the moment only as a 2-motor, so 4-wheel drive car. There's a motor there, there's a motor there. The Turbo S, which is the flagship car, some 760 PS of power, 625 for the turbo. No, they don't have turbos, because electric cars don't have turbos. It's just a kind of spec pecking order performance. 0 to 62 in 2.8 seconds is the Turbo S. This can do up to 281 miles on one charge. This will be able to rapid charge in something like 15 to 20 minutes, higher than any car in existence. From Porsche to a more mainstream German manufacturer also going down the EV route. Now, you might remember a few years ago, Volkswagen was a little bit naughty when it came to diesel emissions. Thanks to that, 50 billion euros has gone into an all-new sub-brand called the ID range, and the ID range is completely electric. The first full production car in this ID range is launched today, and it's behind you there, the ID3. It's basically an all-new electric Golf. They're going to phase out the e-Golf, and this is going to be it. Rear-wheel drive, rear-motored, a range of different power outputs. You'll be able to order this as a 45, a 58, or a 77 kilowatt-hour battery pack. From 200 to 340 miles of range, you'll be able to fast charge it in 40 minutes, 80% charge. But it's all quite familiar. It's not that radical. It's very tasteful. Volkswagen have got 30,000 pre-orders of these. They reckon they can press the button and make 50,000 straight away. Prices for the ID3 start at £25,000 and it goes on sale in summer 2020. Now for a car that'll cost 120 times more than that, and guess what? It's an EV too, sort of. This is the Lamborghini Shine. Translated means flash of lightning or just a woman's name. The most important thing you want to know is that is Lamborghini's first ever production hybrid. Now, it has the 6.5 litre V12 out of the Aventador, but it's linked to a 48-volt electric motor, and that is powered not by batteries, but by supercapacitors. Lamborghini says that they're a third of the weight of a conventional battery pack, but they can give out that instant power that you want, the hit. The result is 820 horsepower, 217 miles an hour, 0 to 62 in 2.8 seconds. They're only going to make 63 of them at £3 million each. Finally, I headed to the big launch of the show. It attracted quite a crowd because it's been 8 years since a concept was first shown here, and this car doesn't get replaced very often. In fact, it's only ever been replaced once, and that's just now, the new Land Rover Defender. The last version soldiered on for nearly 70 years, so the new one needs to be very good if the legend is to live on. Although it isn't retro, they've done a really fine job at judging the kind of Defender-ness, that silhouette, wide arches, very square cab, with it being quite sort of friendly and approachable. Prices start at £45,000, and of course, being a Defender, it must be practical. This car will wade to 900 millimetres, so nearly a metre of water. Under here, It's all rubber. This one's got the optional winch. So you see this removable panel? There's a winch in there. You can actually put the car in neutral and push and pull the car. That's how strong this is. And although the Defender launches with just petrol and diesel engines, next year there will be a hybrid version. So if you don't think electrified cars are here to stay, think again. I've just shown you a snippet of what's here at the Frankfurt show. My question to you is, and I don't know the answer to this, in 10 years' time, are we going to see any car here on display with a piston engine?